Today we're going to tell you how to make new friends abroad. Boom!
What's up, people? Hola, Vigo's mom, Vigo's dad, and we have a guest in our channel. It's our first guest. It's a dear friend of ours, and her name is
Miss Marla. She's a musician, she's a vocal coach, she's a piano teacher, and she's a dog lover.
and a cat lover too.
Absolutely.
Guys, this is second installment of our series of living abroad, and today we're going to talk about a little bit what is it like making new friendships. So when you move for the first time, how hard is it, and we're going to try to give you some tips. And yeah, so come along with us.
Enjoy it. This is Marla. She's one of our best friends here, and actually a first friend that we made in London.
Yeah.
Cześć rodacy, Polacy.
And guys, Marla is from Poland.
Tak.
Anyways, we created this series of living abroad, and the first video was actually quite successful, moving abroad for the first time, and now we wanted to touch this subject on having making friends abroad, which is something quite difficult. Marla, how long have you been living in London?
14 years.
Was it
Loads
hard
of friends.
to make friends at the beginning?
Well, I came with my ex, so we moved into the flat share. The first house was a house of 10 people, so that was the beginning. That's where first friendships started.
Oh, and are you friends with those people still?
Just one couple, they moved out. They moved to Brighton, beautiful little town by the sea. So I'm in touch with them.
But I guess that's the challenge, right? When you live abroad and you make friends, so many people move to different cities, back home, or to even another country, and if you meet them like in a flat share or even at work, there's so many changes that happen at this stage of life. That's why it's so hard to keep friendships. What is your advice on this?
Advice is that try to maintain these relationships. You have to consciously try to stay in touch with these people, because it's not as easy as back home when you have a lot of things in common going on. I think mainly meeting up, really making effort, yeah.
That's something that I particularly struggle with. I mean, in the sense that I sometimes forget to she tells me, did you talk to Vlad? A good friend of mine, did you call him? I'm like, he's good, he's always good. But you mentioned something about friendships from home, and I want to ask you that. You've been here already 14 years, so you have friends here, you have friends there. Are your friends here from all over the world? Are international, or they are mostly Polish people?
I think most of my friends are from different countries. It's not like all of them are Polish or mainly Polish, or not mainly British. It's usually people from different countries. So that is, I think, super cool.
Actually, making friends abroad, very often it's easier to make friends with other foreigners because they don't have family here, they don't have established network of friends. So then you both are more lonely, or you have more time, or you have less commitments with people. So
friends here who are not blood related are more your family than that would be the case back home.
Back home.
Do you have any stories that you would like to share?
My favorite stories are when I spent time with my friends during holidays and Christmas time. I usually don't go back home. I spend it with my family here, who are just the friends I met at work.
Marlena, because it's been our experience, so I want to see how it relates to you. What differences do you see with your friendships that are there, that their world has not changed that much? You know what I mean? They have maybe the same friends from school, maybe from university.
They live in the same
They
place.
live in the same, exactly. Whereas here, everyone has a story, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has how did you end up
Yeah.
here? When you go back home and you hang out with your friends there, what's different?
Well, I think my friends back home are just a little more impressed and surprised by anything I do. For them, my traveling, solo traveling, especially going to Asia or any other country spontaneously like that, it's wow. And I don't want to, think, I don't want them to think that I'm doing something for impressing. I actually wanted to think it's so easy. You just, you know, decide and you do it. So I guess maybe being here, it gives us more confidence, or rather takes away the fear from unknown, because we are constantly in the unknown.
In the unknown, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's not even only about London or any particular country. It's just the experience of going away and starting your life from zero. With
Diving
no
into
support.
the deep ocean constantly, just constantly jump and jump.
One thing about living abroad and all these friendships that you make everywhere and all the stories that you hear is that almost all of us have lived in at least a couple places. She was in Asia for how long? We were
2 months.
This also brings a problem, because very often when you make friends here, they will move away.
Oh yes.
So, you know.
The drama.
It's like you're breaking up every couple of years.
I mean, many friends broke my heart more than, you know, exes and, you know, relationships.
Yeah.
When your best friend leaves and goes back home, it happened 3 times to me. My super bestest friends left me, and I would be crying and feeling it was a proper breakup.
It reminds us that actually sharing of space and sharing reality is very important to friendships. So if they move, or you moved away from your country, then your old friendships are not going to be the same, and the new ones that you make here, if any of you move, is also going to have a strain. So it's actually, does it affect you, like when you knew, or both of you, when you meet new people? Because I noticed that with me, that you meet new people, it's so much harder to envision that it's gonna be forever. Like in the back of your head you feel probably we're gonna part ways at some point, because you've had it happen so many times.
I think we all really crave this relationship with people who are nearby, so you can just visit and come over for coffee. Like I could come and visit you in 5 minutes, and I bet if I was leaving 1 hour drive from you, not 5 minutes, it wouldn't be the case anymore. So I think that's what I miss the most, someone just spontaneously knocking my door.
Honey, masz cukier?
This is something that we, I think, miss from the times when we lived in our own old countries, because it reminds us this stability that you had the same friends that live the same house, and you go either to the same school, or later people from work that also are from the same city. And now what can we do?
I think it's shifting our consciousness and the way we see it and the way we perceive it. It's all about us seeing these friendships and our expectations from it, you know, not being upset or disappointed if someone like stops seeing you, or us being disappointed with the relationships failing and suddenly feeling, oh, we're not in touch anymore, I've got less and less friends. Accept this is going to be normal. There's another side to this coin. Friendships we have are not as stable as they would be back home. They are not maybe forever, but they offer us a learning curve.
The relationship is more dynamic than with friends that are always in the same place. And I also try to tell it to myself that just take all the benefits that you can from the types of friendships that we build now, and focus on what, you know, how you can grow with it. Not think, oh, I don't have anyone next door, you know, or like not as many people as I had before.
Yeah.
Share some tips, you know, our main tips.
You have some good tips.
Yeah, my tip is actually related to how we met. These days, technology, social media, all of it can be very overwhelming, but if you use it to your advantage, it can really help you. And there are different apps that can let you meet friends in the neighborhood, and that's what we did. We were looking for a flat, or you were selling an old sofa and stuff like that. And I posted that we are new in the area and we have 2 cats that are terrorizing the neighborhood, sorry about that, and if anyone wants to get coffee, and that's how we met.
I instantly
Marla.
felt her vibe. I just could tell she's my person, and
desperate to meet people.
I was so desperate and low at that point of my life.
So Marla, what is your tip?
Get a dog. Get some hobby that you can connect with people, and go for it. Try to really connect with people through your passions. And dog helps me to connect with people locally. So my tip really is not just get a dog, but try to make friends locally in your neighborhood, because that's what you really are missing. You know, walking every day 3 times my dog to the same parks.
Yeah.
You start to have conversations with those people. They eventually ask who you are, and you just go, and then they ask you, oh, do you want to go for coffee? Oh, do you want to? And then, you know.
If you're a guy, don't just go out and start talking to people that you don't know. It's gonna think that you are awkward.
Unless you are a guy with a dog and there's other people
All
with
time,
dogs, and you just
need
talk about
something.
dogs.
You can't just be a guy without anything.
What is your tip?
Well, my tip is kind of like related to what she said. We all have some sort of passion. We all have, let's say, if you're into the gym or working out, or let's say, in my case, I'm a musician too. The moment that I came to London, I immediately searched for things that were related to music. I enrolled in a songwriting academy, so I started meeting people, going to seminars, open mics, playing music, and eventually, granted, I had to put in the work. I was going out 4 or 5 times every week. Going at night to play and meet people, and whatever you're passionate about is something that is not going to bore you. And if you meet someone that is also passionate about that too, you guys are gonna connect. Boom! That's all, guys. That's the end of the episode. Thank you very much. We want to thank our friends Serish and Hassan. They opened their house to us. We had a nice vegan barbecue. So guys, thank you for that.
And thank you, Miss Marla, for sharing all your great tips and for being a friend, proving it can be done. It can be done.
Once again, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, and in the comment box below,
share your stories.
Yeah, let us know.
Friendships abroad.
I'm a big fan of the comments as well.
So do it for Marla. Just share your life in the comments.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Cheers.
Hey guys, if you made it this far, let me ask you for one more thing. Grab your phone, go to Instagram, and search for VIGO'S Dad. Hurry, I'll wait for you. Got it? Give us a follow there. It's only between you and I, okay? Excellent. Thank you. See you next week. Bye-bye.